hello. Hold on. I'm tweeting. How is everybody? Happy time zone. Did I tweet it out already? Hello, hey. Oh, I did. Okay. Got you. Anyway. How is everybody? How are you guys? Sorry I'm late today. It was raining and I had a therapy appointment in the morning. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Genshin drama? Yes, tell me more. Oh shit. How did it go? Who was it from?
I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea.
Yes, I know, Fremini.
In peace and total silence.
It's Thomas' birthday. Anyway, okay. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one. The meme? Or the one where she made a meme out of the art or something? Alright, I want to do dailies and then weeklies and then maybe start Navia story quests. Royalty. Can you hear me? I feel my mom is here, so I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, that's true. I would be too. I kind of experienced like a similar thing when I was in the Adventure Time fandom. And like my friends were role playing Adventure Time characters, and I drew like the Ice Queen giving Fiona a motorboat with her boobies, and then and then some Adventure Time artists, other Adventure Time role players started like making memes out of it and like making fun of it, and I'm like, what the hell? This was meant for my friend. I don't know why. And then they kind of acted like I couldn't read their notes, and it was on Tumblr too, so of course I would get like a notification every time they replied to each other. It was weird. But yeah, I feel you. I understand. Oh, I thought I was going to swim. I got too excited. Yes, it really isn't. Bullshit. How do you pronounce that name? But yeah, plus she has a lot of followers. I bet like it's even worse that it feels like your art is getting blasted to a ton of people. Oh dang. Understandable. That's alright. I had a friend who met the VA of Ice Queen, or she is also actually Azula from Avatar, and apparently she did like a live stream once, and where she would like go on video call on Skype with a bunch of fans, and apparently he got added onto the video call with her once, and then the first thing she said when he showed up on cam, she was like, "You look like you live in a basement." he was so sad after. He felt so embarrassed, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I would have cried. Yeah, it was kind of like mean. It is. It was so rude. I was like, how did you recover from that? And that's somebody that even I look up to. Like, damn, like VA for Azula, amazing. See, this is why celebrities are told like don't reply to fans, or like just don't say anything anymore, or like don't interact with them too much, because like people could make like what they think is a fine statement to say, but then it's actually like really hurtful to the people who they tell it to, and it's like, oh damn, I don't want to accidentally ruin this man's life. I'm sorry. Like maybe she thought it was funny or something.
Mind the side effects.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get better artifacts for I'll hate them, so I'm farming I'll hate them artifacts. Stabilize what? Disgusting. How do you... Okay, there we go. Okay. How do I exit this? Okay, literally, how do I exit this? Excuse me. Move. Oh, there you go. Close. Some people will be noticed by a VA. And I'm like, well, unlike you, I don't care for free. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? I'm just, I was playing some Genshin and I minimized it for now because there was a spam bot. Anyway, hello. I mean, it depends on the VA, I guess. I would, but it's okay if you don't mind. Like, if you don't, oh. Thank you. I really like Griffin Burns. He's very funny. So I don't like. I care very much for a few VAs at least. Hello. How are you doing? Do you play Genshin as well? I'm low energy today. Oh, how do you do this? I've never done this before. Oh, I did. Oh, don't move away. There we go. Yay. Okay, that was fun. Yes, I am Bisdak. I speak Bisaya. Yes, Yukikaji is fine. Fine. I like all his roles. And also Koro's VA, I don't remember his complete name, I'm sorry. Are you Bisdak? Would you like me to speak in Bisaya? I know like Bisaya sounds very different depending on where you go. Because in Dumaguete people can tell. Like I'm not from Dumaguete. Because my grandpa was from Cebu, so I learned a little bit of Bisaya from Cebu. That's good, that's okay.
There is no escape. The doctor will see you now.
A bitter pill.
Time to shine.
Oh, that's cool.
Scatter.
I'm from the next island over. But I know it sounds racist to say it out loud, so I'm not gonna say where I'm from. It's so weird because like I've seen memes of uh, like there's a stall apparently in America. No. I'm from Negros Oriental, and there was a stall in America that features like food from where I'm from, and they called it Negros Flavors. And a lot of people were like, "That's so weird! Oh my god, it sounds racist." And I'm like, "No, I'm from there. Don't do it." No.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Let's
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Let's
completing
not say that
today's
word.
commissions. Ad Astra.
Why is there only 4? What happened? Oh, Amber's not ready. Never mind. What do I do today? Oh yeah, weeklies. Let's go do Farina's boss. Where's Liddy? Okay.
Sure.
Let's see what we get today. Do you play Genshin as well, Shinko? Thanks for following, by the way. Shinkov or Shinko? It's Shinkov, right? Shinkov. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, I have a new goal for like this year. I really want to save up for a nice printer because I want to sell stickers again. I want to sell stickers on Shopee. I want to make my own sets of stickers. Like I want to make journal friendly sets, the kind where you don't feel bad to put it inside notebooks. Because a lot of the times people sell stickers that are like shiny or like thick or glossy, and it's like where do I put you? It feels like you're only good to be placed in like only in the front of notebooks. But I really also want to, well, that burst was for nothing. But I really want to make journal friendly stickers, the kind where you put them inside, like you put them beside your notes. You know what I mean? Because it's not like everybody has like new books all the time, new notebooks. And I want to make them like at least of a cheaper quality so people don't feel guilty if they use so much of it. Like imagine mood stickers. Mood stickers of Scara Meow.
Yoo-hoo! Off we go!
Don't touch me. Or like similar to the Genshin chat stickers.
Order guide you.
But like simpler looking. Let me in!
Strike a pose! And voila!
Hell.
Solidify.
I want to.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
Like I want to make a set of accessories Like, what if we have like little stickers of like Al Haytham skis and Kabe skis?
Light it up! Yoo-hoo! Now disappear!
Or like Linny's little cat in the hat. Or a little cat Lynette. Imagine just Genshin cats, but it's like they're made for
This is order.
crawling across your notes.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let the world come alive.
Let's get this show on the road! And voila!
Like stickers that were meant for staying at the corner of your notebooks, or like peeking out from the sides.
Strike a pose.
Now disappear!
Oh, I also want a set of like Farina's children, Farina's pets.
Stabilize.
And there's like different versions of them. They're smiling and like crying or something. Like, oh. It's Child's constellation. So pretty. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna get? Pray for me, chat. Farina mats, please. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? How in the hell? Oh. It worked. I begged for Farina mats and it gave me Farina mats.
Who's our target
Oh, I
this
forgot
time?
to change the Charlie.
Sure.
I mean, it gave me both. Next time. Maybe I'll get a different one this time. May I have the succulent, please? Risley materials.
Solidify.
Busted!
The wind rises.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered! Take it easy.
It's okay. Maybe next week. I believe in you.
Know your place.
I pray for you.
I will have order.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Wrong burst.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Behold.
Oh yeah, I'm wondering if like I should pull for Raiden in my Asia account. I don't know.
Bow your head.
I feel like I don't have a team that needs her too much over there.
Solidify.
Like, I don't even have any Dendro over there.
Squall and Fury.
Like I would rather use all my current primos for Yoimiya's
This
bow.
is order. Stabilize.
Gotcha.
Maybe next
Here
week.
comes the catch.
You'll never know.
There is no
We just gotta keep praying and hoping one day it will come. I used Yelen's burst for nothing.
Gather.
Shine down. Take it easy. Quietly now.
Squall and Fury.
Where? Oh,
Stabilize.
Busted.
Upon the gale.
have you guys seen the memes where people use Bennett in this domain and they die
I will have order.
because Bennett's burst reacts to the water
Game's up. Fun's over.
The wind rises.
and it vapes you to death. It was sad. I tried it once because my Wanderer team technically is supposed to have Bennett, but when I tried it with Bennett, I died. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Pray for me. Oh, I got it. I got the yay. I got the succulent. What I didn't get any dream solvent. That's fine. I got this though. This. Yes, very Bennett. Alright, hold on. No, which one's next? It's Senora, right? Yeah, I don't have a lot of Senora materials. Oh, yeah, I did. Is that bad? Let's use I'll hate them. Let's see if we win.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Mind the side effects.
Strike a pose.
Into the frozen void.
Mind the side effects.
Where's the
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
I can't fall here.
The doctor will see.
Stop dying, stop dying.
Mind the side effects. Yeah. I am.
Bad for you. Can we skip this? Can we skip this, please? Do you guys like moths and butterflies? Because I had a friend who said she's terrified of butterflies. And she was like, have you seen their faces? They're so creepy. And I'm like, I don't look at the faces. I don't... Even if I look at the face, I don't think it's creepy. Oh, shit. Alright, thank you.
Illusion shattered.
A bitter pill to swallow. A process of elimination.
But then, you know, like, I really love looking at them.
Time to shine.
Like, I even want a...
There is no escape.
You know those for displays? Excuse me. Yes, I know. Ow, ow.
The doctor will see you now.
I never asked for redemption.
Like a pinned moth or butterfly. I want those. The ones in frames. A framed butterfly. Pray for me, chat. Let's go. Pray for me. Well. I didn't get any this time. That's okay. At least I got one. I was gonna make a joke, but then I feel bad. I feel bad. I was gonna reply to one of your tweets. Pray for me. I didn't want to go too far. I was like, should I make this joke? But then you were talking about how I was an Ayato hater. And I was gonna be like, at least Ayato haters get they I can't even finish it. They get dream solvents. What did I say now? And I said it. I said it anyway. At least I don't just get dream solvents.
Maybe I should put on my diving helmet to keep me warm.
I'm sorry. I didn't tweet it. I was like, that sounds too mean. Yes, of course. I will see it, and then I'm gonna have to bust out my ukulele. I will prepare a ukulele in your honor. I'm gonna learn the chords. Yeah, we'll see. I need to check my furniture. Which ones do I need?
This realm is...
Yes, I await the day that I will wait the day that you get back at me. I will be waiting. I will be here. Sipping tea. What do I need again? Allow me. Do I have one of these already? Found one. Do I need these? I need the stage. Okay, there you go. And then I think I finished the rest already. Okay. Yeah, one. And it's just the stage left for this set. And I need another I need a Fremine. So do I have them? Do I have that? Oh, this one. 3 for Fremine. And then one of these. Yay. I don't need this. I'm good.
If you ever have...
Did you get your Sealy yet? It's so cute, right? Like I love how it makes different noises instead. Like it's not like the regular one that makes the same noises as the others. I love you. So cute. Velxie. It's my baby. Wait, we need to redeem. Oh shit. Which rewards? Oh, the Sealy. It's so cute. It's so pretty. And it has an air bubble whenever you swim. Excuse me. Then I'm gonna do 2 rounds of Alhaitham's artifacts. My Alhaitham here is doing good, but I'm excited to main my Asia account actually. I'm pretty happy with my Yanfei. I thought she wouldn't like make big numbers, But turns out like Wanderer's Troop is really good for her. But I'm hoping I would get like a 4-piece Crimson Witch soon. Maybe one day. Like I don't wanna farm the Crimson Witch domain. It's so
Shine
shitty.
down.
Mind the side effects. Here you are.
Oh, that's cool. Oh. Well, that was fast. They lined up perfectly.
There is no escape.
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
Seems like an emergency. Scatter. Meet again.
Yeah, I needed better sands or I'll hate them. Oh, 21 seconds. That's nice. That's fast.
Yep. Yep.
Sands, please. I did not get a sands. Disgusting. All right. Time to do your story quest. Yes, ma'am. Is this below or up? Okay, Yanfei's easier to use now, especially with Farina. And like Charlotte is good for her too. I know before I struggled with Xingqiu. Especially like only when you're new.
If it isn't my dear partners!
It's easier when you're like already good at the game.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting a daily dose of adventuring.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of
Croissant.
the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the
Where's the
court and
compensation
Croissant.
for the Inazuman citizens, huh? I haven't heard anything about it. Wasn't Spina de Rosula affected too?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president! You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
There's an artist on Twitter that like somebody accused of doing AI, and then like they quote tweeted the accusation and said like, I drew this for 30 hours. Like I can't believe people are just calling it AI, and the person was like, "Oh, it's because the headphones are jutting into the skull," and I'm like, "No, Beach, it's just like the rest is just covered by the hair." Like, it's so sad how people now have to think like, "Is this AI?" Even I'm like worried about retweeting whether the piece of art I'm retweeting is AI or not. It's sad.
So before I came
I
over
hate
this
AI,
time,
man.
I took a page from Eluce's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way. And then, since Malus loved you, but after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
I'll be back. I think my coffee is finished brewing, so I'm going to. Hello. I'm back. Hold on. Here we are.
That does sound like you, alright. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
I made coffee and I added some cinnamon.
Oh, wanna take a look?
Tastes good.
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it
I have
supposed
a
to be
snack
a
too.
floor in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
What new burger? Burgers exist?
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right?
She
So
really
we can
sounds
just
different
catch a boat
when
and head over.
she's a playable
It won't
character
take long
versus
at all.
in cutscenes. She sounds more mature in cutscenes.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson,
Why is
so
it gold?
we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Oh, okay. This is like the beginning of the quest. Okay.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
It's nice they give options now for like when you don't want to do it yet.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
Ma'am, we can just swim.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Oh, I did not know that. What the hell?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that big also wouldn't have been just as calm. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
I see.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Oh.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out. a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Ma'am, I could just teleport.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
Paimon! That's so insensitive. What the hell?
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
Aw.
My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of
Silver.
inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by
Where does
watching
the
the sea.
idea that water holds memories come from?
I've lost many
Because
of
they
the
use that
beloved
in
people
Frozen
and
too,
memories
like-
to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Oh, missing Malus and Silver.
Of course, I still haven't really gotten used to a life without them.
Oh,
But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right?
maybe. She seems to be managing. She's always having to cope with one thing or another.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Hold on. Oh. Poisson. Poisson. Croissant. Are there crystal flies here? I don't remember.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So Basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to
That's
commission
true.
a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize
Hello,
this dream.
hello, welcome. How are you doing?
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Happy time zone. I'm just doing Navia story quest. I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone
me too.
trouble.
I'm a little low on energy today.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
Yes, she did.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should
What
have
time
a
is
place
it
on
where
the
you are?
statue.
Because it's like 2:30 p.m. I am. I'm just a little low on energy.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I
Oh,
might just
heck.
float off into the
Guess
sky
you're on
with
the other
my
side of the world.
parasol.
Oh,
Just
I
kidding.
see. That's cool.
There's no way that I'd accept that
I've
kind
never
of
been.
compliment at face value.
But I heard a
At
lot
a
of it
minimum, I'd
about
have to
your,
match what my father did for the people.
biscuits and gravy. I watch a lot of like food videos, and mostly they cover like America. Oh, there's.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway,
I don't know,
Florent,
it fulfills
now
my
it's up to
little
us to confirm the final
delulu,
design,
my
right?
dream to want to travel one day. Except like I don't have
We
money.
can ask the sculptor to start
So I
looking
just
for a
watch
good
people
block
do
once
it
we've
for me.
decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs.
I tried to make biscuits
I feel
myself.
Like I should
Oh
get a
my
few
god, they were so
promising
bad.
designs first, and then send them over
They
to
were
you
so
to review.
dry.
There's no need for all
And
that.
I think I overcooked
Let's
them. but
decide
then,
on a
like,
design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
I think my dough itself was not so good.
Modeling a few poses,
Oh.
of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus,
Oh, we don't
and
have them
I'll
here.
be Clementine.
We don't have biscuits in a can. We don't even have like cinnamon rolls in a can. I wish we had those.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well,
Yeah, we
then
don't
there's
have
no one better
the-
to fill this role than my most
The
valuable
Pillsbury.
partner.
We don't have anything Pillsbury where I live.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
Yeah. Like the dough.
You've got it, boss.
I gotta
I'll go
make
get
them
the
myself,
camera.
unfortunately, because my store doesn't sell them. They don't even sell like bread flour.
Well, what do you think?
Or,
Got any ideas?
Like the stores that sell bread flour here, they're usually like expired, so it's so sad. I have to order them online.
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent
That's why I
before,
tried to like
but I could never
make it
come
from
up with any
scratch.
fresh or original ideas.
Yeah, like the last time I
Probably
bought
because
bread
my
flour,
idea of
there
them
were
is
already like
kind of
insects in it.
set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with
And
some
they
new
didn't-
and
they
interesting
didn't,
ideas.
Like fluff up anymore.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start
You
posing
know how
whenever.
when you add yeast to it, like they usually like rise. They didn't rise anymore. It was like disgusting. I couldn't like exactly return it because I opened it and then like it like only a few days after I already bought it. So the time that I had to probably like complain about it expired already. It's just like the flour. It was so sad. Like none of my breads that require bread flour work at all. So I have to like order online if I want like bread flour. What are we doing?
Happy pose. You mean
Yeah, I
something
love
like
it too. That's why I put
we
it
were
there.
laughing together at a funny joke?
Oh my goodness, that's so awkward. What the hell?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah. And that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
I wish they had a
Could one of you
widget
try
for
striking
like
a pose like you're talking
Subway
while the other
Surfer.
one laughs?
That would have been funny to have. Because I also watch those TikToks where they read out like Reddit stories and it's over like Subway Surfer montages or videos. I get so distracted just watching the guy like jump around, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's one of those things. It is. That's why I don't check TikTok anymore, because it kills my brain. Like I waste 2 hours on there just listening to Reddit stories, and I'm like, some of them make me want to cry. Some of them are like revenge stories, right? And I'm always like, yes, I want to hear them get the revenge. Exactly, we are. Okay, let's try something else. Imposing.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Like, as much as I love some of the stuff I see on TikTok, I have to avoid them.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with
Like, my friend has
pose,
already sent me
maybe
like
people would wonder
100
if she
TikToks,
was
and I'm just
actually
like, I'm
the real boss
sorry.
behind the scenes.
I don't have the time.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report
Oh.
and the journalist
Yeah,
disappear.
understandable. I would if I could, but then like I need to contact my family.
Please don't make Paimon disappear.
But I do have like,
what Florent meant
I
was
used
that
to
we
read
asked
on
the
my phone.
journalist to
Like I
choose
used
a
to
new
read
alias.
books on my phone or iPad. But then I was like, like every few minutes I get this urge to like check TikTok or like check Twitter. So I got a Kindle.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent
see,
the
yes.
image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
So now I can read without any distractions. I just gotta put away my phone somewhere, and then I can like go for hours reading a book.
Ah,
It's good. It's
that.
good.
Do you mean
I
as if we
like
were
last
standing
year
on a
I
boat
read
and looking out
109
at the
books,
sea?
and this year
Sure.
I'm
Let's
hoping I
give
can
that a
read
try.
100 more. Oh, we'll see.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a
I mean, it's
captain
okay
in
if
their
you
first
don't
mate.
reach, if I don't reach like 100 books, but yeah, it's something. It's cool because like I can turn it to dark mode and it doesn't strain my eyes too much because it's like e-ink instead of like regular phone screen. Yeah, like when I used to read on my iPad, right? And my arms would get tired holding it up because it's kind of heavy, and I would have to like charge it every 2 days. But with a Kindle, I can charge it like once every 2 weeks. So at least there's that. Like I save both energy, and like if my Kindle falls on my face, it doesn't hurt as much as an iPad would.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
There's something off with the
I
composition.
almost broke my nose
This pose
already
makes
when
Mr.
my
Tallis
iPad
look
fell
too
on my
tall next
face.
to the lady.
Yeah, you can actually. You can upload PDF and EPUB files to your Kindle. You just have to email it yourself. You have to email it to yourself. Like if you open your Kindle on your settings, there's like a very specific email that your Kindle makes for you the moment you register your Kindle, and you can just email it. Email all your EPUBs and PDFs. Yeah, you can. I mean, wink, just free, wink, books.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Shh. Yes. Shh. Wink.
Well, Paimon
Oh,
is
you
a
can
fan.
have
A statue like this would look
fan
fantastic
fiction
a
on
boat.
there too. Like you know how AO3 has a download option, and you can turn it into a PDF or an EPUB, and then you can just email it to yourself. I have fan fiction on my Kindle.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
Really.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the
But yeah,
whole
like,
point of the pose would be lost.
If you want to read like, oh, I haven't yet, but I read like, what's it? Wait, let me get my iPad. I have saved Kafka on the Shore on my iPad, but I haven't read it yet. I've read the other one by Murakami. Where's? Let me check my library. Where are you? Oh. Which one did I read? I have too many books right now. Where are you? Oh, okay. Oh, I read The Elephant Vanishes. I haven't read those, unfortunately. But I do have the Elephant Vanishes, and I have Kafka on the Shore, but I haven't started on that one yet. And I read a lot of Percy Jackson books. And a lot of like trashy romance novels. I like The Elephant Vanishes. It's a especially the last story. I think it really hit home. It was the Elephant Vanishes is the one that has like. Oh, I see. Is it good? Is Kafka on the Shore good? Like I like how Murakami just makes you think, you know. Like the one I loved the most was about the guy who he like had bad grades at first, and then one time his uncle was like, "Hey, if you get good grades this semester, I'll buy you a motorcycle." And then he got wait, hold on. There's a knock on my door. I'm back. Okay, hello. Yeah, me too. Like, reading Murakami makes me feel like I'm dreaming, because the way he describes things also like it's so very like it comes out very vivid in your head. Like you kind of know exactly what's going on. Like I like the way he described. Like I know it was very mundane. The one where he talks about the guy who does gardening, but like it felt like I could smell the grass from the way he uses his words. And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Like I could feel how tired he was or how excited he was when things were going well. And then the one where the boxer was like getting good grades because he really wants a motorcycle, and then the the guy who was like first honor of his whole class got angry and got jealous, and then spread rumors that he was like bullying him or like cheated on the test, and then so everybody started hating him, and like the way he was so sad that all of his classmates just hates him from the rumors the popular guy spread. I was like, oh man, like I wanted to cry just listening to him talk about his experience. And I was like, damn, like I've been here before. Like I felt the exact same way that they felt. I was like, man, Murakami knows how to make you feel something, you know. Like, some people make you feel happy, make you feel sad for other people, but Murakami kind of makes you feel like the feeling is yours. Like, it's a whole different version of like making you experience the same thing that the character is experiencing. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like he adds like little details that feel like they shouldn't mean anything, but then it kind of does. Like it adds to the experience, you know. Like how the gardening guy, right? He does like lawn services. The one in the because the elephant this has the elephant vanishes is like a compilation of different short stories, and one of them is like about a lawnmower guy, not lawnmower guy, like a he does lawn services, and in one of the houses that he goes to, the wife like seduces him, like tries to like seduces him, and he's just like, it was so weird how he's like, oh, I don't like the way her pubes look, and I'm like ew, gross, but it does make you feel like you're right there, you know? Like, it's not things romantic authors usually write about, but it's so very specific that makes you feel like, yeah, I would probably notice the same thing if that was me. Like, you just secretly think like, oh, like that tile is not straightened compared to the rest of the tile, you know? Like, he does things like that, and I'm like, wow. And the actual story that talks about the elephant vanishing, like, doesn't even have a conclusion. Like, it doesn't tell you where the elephant went. But it's just like, okay, that's weird. That's fucked up. And like the whole town is just confused as to where the elephant went. And you're just like, okay, like I don't know what's going on, but sure.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
It is. It's open to interpretation, and it's like, I'm sure if I could go into it with like other people, we probably would think of like different endings.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler...
Oh yeah, Percy Jackson. Have you seen the series? They did really good with the series. Oh my god, I was so happy when I saw how they did Aries. Oh my, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, they did Aries right.
Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl?
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah, they
who
did.
I'm
I'm so
about.
happy.
So
Rick
after the
Riordan
case,
apparently
she was finally
there
willing to talk to me,
to guide them
and she
throughout
told me
the
that
process.
she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young
And
children
I loved
are not
the
allowed to
effects
join
when
the
they
Spina.
when
She will just
Percy
have to wait
was
a few
claimed
years,
by
and
Poseidon.
then we'll welcome her with open
I
arms.
really loved how it looked.
Since but I got so busy.
Like
and
I was
distracted in the city.
expecting
Don't
when
worry,
I read the
boss.
book myself,
can
I was
send someone to
expecting
pick
like
it
a
up right away.
smaller trident, but it looked so much better. It
On
looked
the
like
matter
a
of the statue, we should
full-size
still
trident.
come up with a few more
When
ideas
it
for
showed
the
up over
design.
his head, it was so
I'll
cool.
have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that.
Even the
from
bus scene
start.
was so good. I was like, I was like, this is gonna be hard to show on the TV screen on the series, like filming inside a bus. But then they did it. They did it the way Alecto just shows up, and you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you're
There
right.
she is. There she
They'll
go.
have some value as souvenirs, at least.
And Medusa is so creepy in it, like the right kind of creepy, where you're like, you're so curious, like what she wants to know. She's kind of like mommy material.
All wrong. Guess who's back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
I'm so happy with how
That's
the
right.
Percy Jackson
I
series is
finally
going.
finished serving my time. After I got out,
Yeah,
I immediately made a beeline
I finished
back
the
to
first
Poisson.
2 series, the
You'd
one
say
with like
that
Jason in
familiar
it.
briny smell became a primal call.
And I'm trying to read
urging me
the
to forget
Egyptian one,
everything else
but
and
I
just come
can't seem
back
to get
home.
into it for some reason.
You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled
Like
fish.
I'm wondering if I should
I
skip
dreamed about it
and
every
go
time I
ahead
had to get a
towards
welfare meal down
either
there
Magnus
beneath the
Chase
sea.
or Apollo's Trials.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
'Cause I get distracted. Like, you know how when you like books, you can get into it. You can like read for an hour without thinking about something else. When I tried to read like was it the Red Pyramid that was the first book? Like I keep getting distracted every like page. I'm just like,
And
what else can I
this
do? My brain is
guy
bored.
Let me introduce
But maybe
you.
when I get
This
like
is Coulter,
more into
another
the
of
book,
Spina di Rosula's
perhaps I'll
members.
get better
He
at
was
it.
found, but looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's
Have you read
plots
all of
while
it?
he worked
Like,
at
have
the
you read
Confrérie
Apollo's
of
Trials
Cabrières.
and like Magnus Chase?
Wait, Mr. Marcel. What do you mean?
And I
He
can't
was
I can't
involved
wait
in
to get to
some
the
sort of plot?
to what was his name? I forgot.
Have you not heard anything at all about
Will
the
Solis
water from the
and
primordial
Ni-
sea
and-
case?
Oh, I see.
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and didn't care to ask for any more details.
There's one about Nico
You
D'Angelo
mean
and his boyfriend
Mr.
Will
Marcel
Solis.
was somehow involved with all that?
I want to read it so bad.
Oh, looks
But
like
I wanna-
we'll have to explain everything from the
I
top.
want to follow the order
That
first.
case. A lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners.
I like how
and they've been with
sassy
me through
Percy
thick and
is in the
thin.
books.
Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Like he
I don't
says some
recall
really
Navia ever generously
cutting
complimenting
words.
anyone like that before.
He's so
you must
blunt.
be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Humble again as always, I see. Even
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract
Really?
great people. Oh, that reminds
That's
me.
cool.
Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
about that.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the
Do
disaster.
you read The Cruel Prince?
Luce and Melissa,
Like the Holly Black
dead.
stuff?
They're just gone. Luce. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
where is it? Oh, gotcha. Wow. Oh yeah, like I saw an IG reel of somebody saying that they also had a goal of reading 100 books in 2023, and they did it, but they said that they regretted it because it made them feel disconnected from the books they were reading because they were trying so hard to finish 100 that they didn't enjoy the books they were reading anymore. Like they weren't able to get themselves the time to process what the books like what happened in the books and get connected with the characters. And I'm like, yeah, understandable. It's okay. the way I did it was just that it was more of a prediction than anything.
All of
That
this,
because I was already on my
it's
way.
unbelievable.
I didn't
can't
really do it
believe
in the
that those
with
stories
the
were
thought
real.
of like,
It
oh, I need to
really
reach this.
happened.
I need to reach
Has
this.
the
Like,
world gone mad?
I was already hyper fixated on reading. Like I really only did it because I was having fun. So yeah, like I hope the people who give themselves too much anxiety over setting those kind of goals, like just relax and like enjoy. Like if you don't reach the number, like don't cry about it. Or like that, don't be sad about it. It's okay. You did your best. Some people only finished like like less than 10 books, and that's okay. Like I also would have wanted to perhaps like take some time to like enjoy and connect with the characters that I read. But like, you know, I was at the time of my life where I was like, I would feel very anxious if I wasn't reading. It was more of like escapism for me. And that's the only reason why, or that's one of the reasons why I reached like 100. Like I feel bad for the people who kind of ruined their experience because they were chasing a number. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely better, like, especially if you read like big books. I think I also like read short books anyway, and that's why I was able to get like 100. But yeah, like after finishing a book, I would be like, I need more. I need I need more people. So it's really different. Like it really depends on the person on whether you can reach big goals or not. And you know, like people don't need to be too hard on themselves if they don't get there. Like that's how I feel with planners where you add like goals and like oh you need to finish this task by this day. I get really anxious about it, and then I beat myself up and feel guilty if I don't make it. It's a shame. Like reading is supposed to be something you do for yourself. But now like with the existence of some book talkers, it's kind of like a competition with other people. It's become like, oh, like you're only good if you read this and this and this. But no, you're supposed to do it because you like doing it. It's kind of like when I talk about like streaming, right? Some people want to be VTubers because they want like a recognition, or they want the numbers, or they want to make money off of streaming. But then like at the end of the day, they realize like they don't like streaming at all, but they already spent like $500 on their model. It's like, you know, like you have to figure out first if you actually like it before you try to put in that much investment into it, you know? Like do it for yourself. Don't do it for recognition or like fame or numbers, because you can't control how people react to you. You can only control how you react to your own actions. Like if streaming makes you happy, then go ahead. But like if you've never tried streaming before spending like $500 on a model, maybe don't do it. It is, yes, it's very important to have things that you enjoy alone. Like have your own personality. Sorry.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound
I
tragedy
think people are
of
just
Lulus's
too
loss,
stuck on
and
the fear
the
of missing
sheer
out
depravity of Marcel's
to
actions.
like enjoy things by themselves.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina.
Yeah.
Everything he had, the Spina gave to him.
It's like addicting to be around people, even
It's
like
unconscionable
through
to
the
have
screen.
received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane...
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution
It
network.
is.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Rome who?
Rome who?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the aquabus lines.
Yeah. I don't like how social media has made us feel like doing nothing is a waste of time.
Romeu was
Like,
the
quote
leader
unquote,
of the
doing
faction
nothing,
that
you know,
thought
like,
such a vast
doing
sum of
nothing
more
can
would
also
be better
mean
spent
like taking the
improving
time
town
to
of Poisson.
reflect on yourself, reflect on what you like or didn't like about the things you did
But Mr.
today or
Callis
the past
believed
week.
that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build
It's
many
important
valuable
to, like,
relationships. Not only would the
you know,
aquabus be
like,
a
to
good
take
business
some time
investment,
to,
it would also
I
boost
don't know
the
how to describe
reputation
it,
among
like,
the general
talk
populace,
to yourself almost.
eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely
yeah,
imagine
like,
how it must
there's
have
a-
gone down.
There's drama, I think, on Twitter talking about how books have turned into fast fashion for some people. Because whenever like a big bookstagrammer or book talker recommends a book, they immediately buy it without checking to see if they like it first. That's why I like ebooks more, because then if I like it, then I'll continue reading. But if I don't like it, I can just delete it and I'll never have to see it again. You know, like, because way back when I didn't have access to book talk, you know, like, it's like TikTok, but book talk, like TikToks, but it's a group that talks about books. Like a bookstagrammer is Instagram, book talker is on TikTok. Yeah, it's kind of like a book club, except it's just a hashtag. And like people look through it and they see like people who talk about books. But yeah, I don't like the way people buy books immediately, even though they haven't like tried to see if they even like the author or not. And then they post it right away. It is just like, oh, it's just because they want to feel included. Yes, what's up? Tell me the story.
And of course, when he
Tell
was
us the
suffering the
story.
slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
To me, I bought like a book years before I learned how to download an ebook, and I still have it, and I still regret it, and I hate looking at it. So I just kind of like push it to the back. What was his name? It's Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and I hate it. Oh, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, like, I understand that sometimes you give up on books because you're like tired of them, or like you realize you don't enjoy them as much, or maybe the plot isn't as good as when it began. And that's why, like, I don't like buying books, but because then I don't like it. And then you're gonna be sad because you spent so much on a brick, basically. And if it's a niche book, no one is gonna want to buy it from you. If you try to sell it off, no one is gonna want to buy it from you anymore, and you're just like, oh, I'm stuck with a brick. A brick that pisses me off every time I look at it. Yeah, like, I also have a friend who recently bought like 6 books in one go, and the books are expensive. They're like $10 is expensive for where I live, right? Like, per book. It was at least like $10 to $12 each. And she bought like 6 in one go. And then she posted it on Instagram all pretty. And I recognized one of them and I wanted to talk to her about it. I was like, hey, this book is really good. Like, how are you, like, until where are you at? And then she was like, "Oh, I didn't read them. I don't read books actually." And I'm like, "Huh? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean?" She just bought them to look good on Instagram.
Yeah. You could say it was the pricey.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
If
and
Callus was
so
really
when
as stubborn
somebody
as he
brought
said,
up
then
on
wouldn't he
Twitter
argue
that
with the rank and file
books
all
have
the
turned
time?
into fast fashion almost, people were mad about it. And I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah. It eventually became
just-
a thing
just
that just
look
happened
around.
on every day that ended with Y.
it does. It
But
hurts.
Navia, I mean, boss.
I was so happy. I was like,
you
oh my
might not
god,
know
someone to
this,
talk to
but he
about this
wasn't
book that I
always
really
like that.
love. And it turns out she didn't even open it.
He used to be a lot better with taking counsel.
She was
With
just
him
like,
listening to our advice and Ms. Clementine also
like, oh, I
frequently
don't
on
have
our
the,
side.
I don't
It
have
was
the,
pretty
the,
smooth
the-
sailing for a good many years.
what's it called? I don't have the attention span to read books anymore. And I'm like, but you just bought 6 last week. Didn't you buy 6 last week, Miss Ma'am?
But on the matter of the aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
I never knew.
But I mean,
But
it's their
from
money.
my
But
perspective,
it's just sad.
Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
Oh damn.
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Miss
Yeah.
Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final
and-
wish.
You know, I would have
With
been
that,
nicer
the
to
last
this
hope of
girl that I talked
reconciliation was
about, the
gone.
one that bought like 6 books, but she tried to judge me for using ebooks, and she was like, "Use ebooks?" It's like, yeah.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the
You know, I
Spina.
wouldn't have said
They
anything
never
about
gave us
your
any
6
kind of
books
professional or
if you
personal
didn't go
courtesy
there.
ever again.
but she did. Here I am,
Perhaps they've regarded
spreading
us
the
as
word.
enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with
Yeah.
Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts.
I mean, I
they're
always
still
say you
trying to
don't
get revenge on us,
you don't say shit until somebody
with
says shit
how
to you
distracted
first.
and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of
Is Adele a
course.
boy or a girl
That's
in
fine
this?
by me.
Then let's go. Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on
Oh,
this
Adele.
visit.
Which one's Adele again? Don't remember.
We really...
But yeah, she tried to judge me, and I was like, I mean, at least if I don't like a book, I can just delete, and then you just
Are we not taking the boat this
just forget it.
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it?
You really want me to walk?
Something like a hiking trip. Once
Yeah.
we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good.
Like here I am
I've
trying not
walked
to
this
judge,
road in a long time.
and then she judged me first, and I was like, okay, you know, you want to talk? Yeah, I don't either.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break.
Yeah, exactly. And she has a personal Instagram account, and she wrote on the bio, book lover. I said she told me she doesn't even read.
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that
Okay.
at least my work down in the
Book lover,
fortress
my
was
ass.
quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients.
Oh,
Okay. The stove's looking good. And seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. But, would you?
We should contribute to making the macarons.
Oh, that's great.
Then I'll go look for some boxes near.
Great. Then I'll prep the...
I didn't think they would just cook right here out in the open. Okay, ma'am. She just go around having this in her pocket.
How did it go? You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent!
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the
that's
Spina
my
knows how
whole book
exceptionally
rant.
talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need
Oh
to
yeah, I
praise
kind
me
of,
for it
speaking
like
of like
that.
fast fashion, I kind of hate Squishmallows. I hate how they look.
Have you two seriously never considered
I
joining
hate
us?
that
You're so
it
close to the
encourages
boss, and she
people to
obviously
hoard
trusts you with
so
all her
much.
heart, so...
I like whenever you see a post on Instagram, it's always like a room full of Squishmallows instead, and like I don't know. Plus, to me, it feels like there's not a lot of difference in their designs. I guess it just reminds me of like fast fashion. Like, what are you gonna do when the yeah, like mindless consumerism. Like they're buying these because like like they want a whole room to look good, full of like just Squishmallows that you don't even touch or hug anymore. Like I feel like the reason like stuffed toys exist is for you to like hug them or like put them on your bed, but now they just put it up there, and I'm like, Like, okay. Like, I know, so like, it just looks like one of those things where people would feel left out if they don't also have like more than 20 in their collection. And like, just calm down, man.
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a
I
great
just-
fit, that's all.
Part of me just think like most of them look kind of ugly.
You just happened
people
to walk
don't
in on
care.
our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di
But I don't
Rosula
know.
would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure
Really?
our hearts would remain intertwined
just-
even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the
It just
world.
kind of makes me think of how the production of it probably goes. Like, how much waste do things like that really make? Like, if one house just has like what 100 squishmallows, I'm just like, yeah, how many? Like, how much? For example, how much cotton had to have been produced just to make that amount? And it's like, and how much like fabric had to go into making those? And people just kind of fall for it every time.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious.
I understand now. Then
It's
I am very
capitalism. Like,
lucky
at the end of the
indeed to
day,
have been
we all
graced with the
have to
chance
blame
meet the two of you.
capitalism.
I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing?
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
And it's like, it feels like a monopoly almost also on like stuffed toys, right? At least if there was some competition, maybe there would be like a healthier economy. But if it's all just funneled into like one company, it's kind of
Hey there,
weird.
Ludovine. How's business lately?
Really? Oh my goodness.
The Demoiselle of Spina di Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
It's the same kind of people who like Colleen Hoover.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake.
I do it.
I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
It's always the same people that likes those things. Like,
Hey,
it's always
that's
the Colleen
not the
Hoover
only
stands.
reason I'm here.
Remember when
We
Z
mostly
Library
just
got
needed a
shut
walk
down
to
because
clear
of a
our
Colleen
heads.
Hoover stand?
There are
Disgusting.
few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying
It
cooped
was,
up at home.
you know, Z Library, right? That's where people used to download like their academic books, their school books. There was a lot of like free PDFs and EPUBs over there.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform
But
for you.
a TikToker talked about like, oh, they download Colleen Hoover books here, and it got shut down by the FBI. Ah, I do too. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
Don't tell anyone.
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons.
I won't say it out loud.
All she says is that she really looks up to me.
Those are just some random words. Thank you. I mean, I buy on Amazon.
After we cleared her father's
I
name,
love giving
she
money
became
to
a
Jeff
lot more
Bezos.
cheerful and outgoing. She said she used to be terrified of Papa.
I love Papa
So,
Bezos.
As a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Exactly, yes.
But the Spina is very
I
different
only
now.
download the ones
She
that I
mustered
paid
up
good
the
money
courage to talk to
for.
me, and felt like I could really understand her.
I send him my favorite money dollars.
Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others
There's
to help
a
her.
smartphone version of like e-ink books, e-ink like tablets now.
From the
There's
sound
one
of
where
it,
you can
she'll be
actually
a
have like
wonderful
Google
addition to
Play
the
Store in
Spina.
it. I think it's like called like from the company called Onyx.
I think so too. But for now,
And there's even a
let's focus
camera on
giving
it.
her a great atmosphere to
It
grow
defeats the
and thrive.
purpose, but I guess if
She
like
can commit to us once
you
she's
don't
older
have an
and
extra
can
phone,
really make that
or if you're
decision
looking for a new
herself.
phone and want a Kindle at the same time, maybe somebody would get that instead. So it's like an all-in-one thing.
Is something up, Traveler?
But it's as expensive as like a Android phone, so I'm not gonna get it just for I don't know. You know, it's something. It's something that exists.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's
It
coming.
defeats the purpose of having no distractions when you want to read.
I'll go check it out too.
But I think
Coulter,
the only
please
perk
hold on to this for me.
that I really like about it is that it's the same size as a phone.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Let me run!
Right there.
That's cool, that's cool. There's 3 of them? Oh, that's cool. That's good. We don't have a library where I live, unfortunately.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore.
But yeah, I love, buying, quote unquote, buying EPUBs. Oh,
Solidify.
Engaging.
Yoo-hoo! Feeling lucky? Hiya! Feeling lucky?
oh, there we go. That was fast. Yes,
Now
I am on a
talk.
small island.
Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognize your situation, don't entertain any fantasies of escape. I mean, there's a library in like the main city of the island I live in, but like it's like 3 hours away, and I don't have the time. I don't want to spend like 6 hours on the road per day. Don't.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room.
We were looking to get vengeance. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm down.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
I mean, Amazon Wink has like a lot of free books. Wink,
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
really? Do they not like books?
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Oh,
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what
I
happened
see.
in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges,
for your attack.
Yeah.
That should all.
I
My family
understand.
too.
Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time.
Yes, Navia.
Understood?
All right. We get it.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them, it's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry.
Yeah, what
that's
does your
just
family
what
usually
happens when you
talk
live
about?
near water and don't get much sunlight. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties, too.
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board.
Oh, a gift. But yeah, I've had to like accept for a while that my family isn't going to understand everything that I like 100%. Oh yeah, I hate those two. Oh my god. My family's kind of paranoid with how we look to other people. When I told them I was getting medication for my mental health, they were like, "Oh, make sure that the neighbors never find out." And I'm like, "Damn, okay, sure." Like they didn't get me help for the
Coming back
longest
here
time
really does feel
because
like
they were
this
afraid
place
of
is
what it
starting
would
to
look
grow
like
on
to the
Paimon.
neighbors.
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paim. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your
Yeah,
pillows full
Paimon
of
is so
actual seaweed right now.
insensitive
Oh,
in
Paimon,
the
really?
recent story
Please
quest
have
for
mercy,
some reason.
Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
I wish we could see what was inside. Sit inside. Where? Miss Ma'am, where do you want me to sit? so you're not.
Hello?
Oh.
Are you asleep yet?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way, but yeah, I agree. I feel that too. My dad was like, "Why are you taking art? Why are you going to art school? I already told my friends I wanted you to be a lawyer, and now I have to be embarrassed and tell them you're not actually going to be a lawyer." I'm like, "Oh damn. Okay, Dad. Thanks."
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking
Yeah, they really
about.
don't. It should be your family's happiness that matters. Hmm.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
It's coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
With fish. Oh, this makes me hungry for fish and chips. Where are we going? Oh. Fremini. Fremini. Oh, the other day. Was it the other day? Or this weekend? Excuse me. Give me! Oh, this weekend I let someone inside my world, and they also had Fremine and the Brilliance Sealy. It was so cute. I was like, oh my god, same hat.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's the problem? Lots of people in
It was so
Poisson use
cute.
rods like these.
Fremine. And their profile picture wasn't Fremine either, so it was like a cute
What can
surprise
fishing be all
to see them come in and they had Fremine.
You know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, traveler?
Manual all the way.
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
Have you guys tried like shark's fin soup? I haven't, and I don't think I will. I never want to try because like
I'm sure you'd get
the way
even
they
sleepier
farm
if I
shark's
delved
fin
more
is so
deeply into
sad
it.
and bad
Anyway,
for the environment
I was
and
just thinking
like for
about
the
how
sharks
grateful
basically.
I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
And apparently they taste like nothing. And Gordon Ramsay did a whole documentary like what's it called? Investigating like how shark's fins are harvested.
My father always had a lot of unrealistic
Like they just
expectations for me.
take the fins while the sharks
But the
are
more that
alive
he
and
tried to
then
get me to become like him,
and
the
then
less
just
I
shove
wanted
them
to
back
listen
into
to what
the
he had to
ocean
say.
because the rest of their body isn't edible.
My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me.
And I had a friend in high school who was like, "Oh, I love shark's fin soup so much," and I'm like, no, thank you.
Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient
I don't know.
and kind everyone was.
It's the
When I was
texture,
young,
I think.
I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted. Because there'd always
Well,
be
according
someone
to
there
Gordon
to clean
Ramsay,
up
it doesn't
after
even
me.
have a special flavor. It's just a texture.
But once, I saw Malus come back wounded.
And there's not even enough vitamins in
wouldn't
it
tell
to
me how
be
he'd
like,
been
oh,
injured,
like,
but
it's good for you.
I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care
It's just
about
like a
doing
luxurious
the right thing
ingredient.
to the best of your abilities.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Navia's titties look warm. Sorry.
Although, maybe
I
there's
got
a part of
distracted.
not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's
You want Paimon to help too? You didn't attach a hook to
Oh.
it?
My goodness. She forgot.
Stop wasting time! We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you...
He's a traitor.
Well, your rod.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right. So how was last night?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with this.
And just where did you get that?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See, this guy gets it.
Anyway, let's head out.
Paimon hopes she'll really.
I hope so too.
I want fish.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Whoa! Thank you
That's
so
her, okay.
much, boss.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while.
Hello.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too. What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
She gets a uniform.
It's a Spina di Rosula uniform. Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed, but it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously, thanks to the protection of the Spina.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as...
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson, and
What?
Oh god.
it seems like they've been planning this for some time. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as we investigated their tracks and found...
They have smartened up since we caught them.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the maze.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation.
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine...
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina, and everything to do with Callus. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line...
Are they insane? There's tons of it.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, we have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople, and get them as far away from the...
Let's get everyone onto our ship.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line if the explosives do go off? Not only... Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score
Yeah.
with them.
Got
Leave
it.
it to us, Navia.
How much time do we have left for the...
Let's go, you
For the
two.
wish.
We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Are you guys pulling? No!
Watch out, boss!
He waited until
What do
Traveler
you
left.
think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean
Go ahead.
was all a
Yes,
trick?
I believe in you.
so that you'd be left alone with me?
I beat 2048 over there also.
Are you with Romeo too?
It's like
I get it now.
cathartic to like
You
wait
knew
in
about their
2048.
plans all along.
Therapeutic
You
to
only
like
told us
just
they were
press on
doing
the
badly
arrow
so that we
keys.
drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their... And that's because... Out of the entire Spina di Rosula,
What the
I
heck?
only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Why?
You better stick close to me.
Romeu promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeu has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even
What
if
the
it meant
fuck?
being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you.
What?
Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out.
Oh man.
Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once
That's
loved
unfair.
the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Oh my god.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all?
What? Disgusting.
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
What the hell?
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if
That's
you
so
do
sad.
falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
No. Navia, don't doubt yourself.
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia, and my mom loves her too. I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Yeah, get the
Maybe
people
you
out.
think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Yes, go, Navia. Are we gonna kill him? Are we gonna fight him? Yes. Perfect.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya.
I don't get other characters.
Coming at ya. Attack! That's the way. Watch out.
Is this C3?
Coming at ya.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the towns. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time to recover from that amount of emotional damage, man.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillar.
I do! I made my character myself.
This is order.
I posted a lot of my art on Twitter
Time to shine.
and Instagram.
Leave the wounded to me. Providing cover fire.
Commencing cleanup. Pair.
And I also take
Frost is coming.
art commissions on Fiverr. Thank you.
Solidify.
Final warning.
Frost is coming. Getting here.
We certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Gather.
Let my name echo in song. Shower me.
Let's keep going, team. Providing cover fire.
Pair. Going under.
Where's the other one?
This must be the explosives,
Thank
right?
you.
And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it?
I also sell PNG
I'm
tubers
so
on my
scared
coffee.
to touch any of this stuff.
Oh no. Oh, thank you.
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What
Could
is
it be
it
some
for?
kind of keyhole? Maybe an emergency switch.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Oh, what do we do? Look for the key. We just got. Oh, we stealing money from them.
Let me turn this guy over. Ugh, he's super heavy.
We stealing money. Where's the others?
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Okay, come on. Move.
That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too.
No, yeah, I try my best. Oh. The music is so good, what the hell? What the hell?
Great
The
work,
music
partner.
is so good.
Just
what the
leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
fuck? Go, Navia, go. Oh, thank you. I have coffee with me.
Fire!
But you know, it rocks. He's so cute. Arrive at the scene short time later. Oh, it's raining. It's raining really hard here.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was
Yeah,
justified,
IRL, it's raining really hard.
anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
Feeling a bit fatigued.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you.
Yeah,
Boss,
she heard some
we
hurtful
managed
words.
to catch all the infiltrators in the... Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that...
Got it. That's good, at least.
He should be in chains, sir.
Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous. And I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone, but I will not change how I feel about our future. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosul, but once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
You didn't apologize, you dumb bitch.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She deserves an apology.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
It's okay. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth.
Wait, and I'll take a screenshot, because it's cute.
Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
Of course.
You say the same thing.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
But that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But Coulter mentioned my parents. As well as, do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
What did you do?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
I like how his facial hair is structured in 3D.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Yesterday's tears, tomorrow's light. Excuse me, pardon me. Are we almost done?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I haven't played World of Warcraft, but it's very open world, I guess, if that's what you mean. But it's cool, and it's like not over yet, so the world is just gonna get bigger the more updates come. Wait, I love the characters. These are These are some of my favorite characters actually. I love her. She's so cute and pretty. And then this is my husband, one of my husbands. This is who else? Wait, where's Risley? This is my other husband. I love his design. Yeah, it's online. You can co-op with friends.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you, but special times call
It's
for
fun to
special
play
measures.
with your friends too. Like
I've never
you
seen
can
you look
choose,
so
like,
defeated before.
you can play with 3
So
friends
I've
at a time.
decided to show you the designs before the final product was
So
done.
you can build your characters together.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Plus, most of the characters have their own like story quests like this, and you get to know them personally. It's really nice. Aww. That's so pretty. Mama and Papa.
This is Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Aww.
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you
Aww.
wholeheartedly.
That's so nice.
I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
I will also believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Aww, that's so cute. Kitty! Okay, come on, Kitty. We take picture. We take picture together. He is looking at the kitty. You're supposed to be looking at Navia, but alright. And the kitty is looking at Fremine. Okay, Navia, move aside. Fremine.
Wherever the tide takes me.
Fremine, look.
So long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
True Nekoma stand.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again
It's Nekoma.
and become a more reliable president for all of you.
It's Kenma looking at
back
Yaku
on
or
it,
something.
I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
Alright, thanks for coming. Good night. Thanks for following. No problem. I'm about to end stream anyway because it's I just wanted to finish
Seems like looking back on
her
it,
story quest.
I've thought about it before. Though my mother owned, even though my parents had the Aquabus, I think
I'll be
that's
streaming
probably why
again
she
tomorrow
didn't
at an
step in
earlier
to
time.
mediate.
Hopefully. But yeah, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for following. Thanks so much for chatting with me. I had a fun time. Alright. Goodbye, Navia. Okay, one more picture with a portrait too. Yeah, I'm going to end stream since like it's already been 2 hours. And I just wanted to finish Navia's story quest. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for coming as well. Thank you to everyone who came by. Thank you to everyone who lurked or didn't say anything. And as always, if you missed the stream, I'll be uploading them on my VOD channel. The link is down below. So yeah. Oh, oh my god. Okay, good. Like,
There'll be an extra fee for
what do I say? Yeah, I'm glad your sister is happily belting out Mariah Carey. Anyway, see you guys next time. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. I'll try to stream at the regular time I usually stream. Bye bye. Take care.